Hey, this is Eric with Casual Car Talk. Today we're Plastidipping the rims on the BMW here. You want to look at those rims? So you can see we kind of stuffed a garbage bag. So first, you clean everything off really good. We do the best we can. Try to make sure no bugs land in there while you're dipping. But this is the pre-picture here. And then what we use to clean it, we just ran AutoZone, grabbed some Meguiar's wheel and tire cleaner. Doesn't have to be too fancy. I grabbed this little brush because it's kind of a pain in the butt to get behind those rims. They're kind of shaped weird, but this works pretty good just to get it agitated. And then a cool little trick I learned. We have this from the last kit we bought, pre-dip spray. So we're gonna spray the rims off with this really good and then wipe them with paper towels just to get the surfaces prepped. And this is dip release, which I highly recommend. So what we're gonna do with this is go around the rim of the tire with it really good, and then I'm actually going to put some tape over the BMW logos, and I'm going to take a little razor and cut around them so those are covered. So the rims will be black, but the BMW logos will stay the same. But I'm going to put this around the outside so when you're finished dipping and you peel the Plastidip off, this dip release makes it come off real smooth so you get a nice line and it doesn't tear the dip on the corners when you're pulling it off. And then you want to come over here real quick. So just take a regular garbage bag, nothing fancy, shake it out. Just some cheap ones, nothing cool. And then I just tear it down one of these lines. So just like that. And then what you do is I take the leading edge right here. So as you can see, start with the top edge right here. You got the whole edge coming all the way down. And you just tuck it up and over. And what you're gonna do is just run that all the way around with a little donut, and then this will kind of unfurl over your calipers and everything you need covered. And that way, you're not going to paint your calipers or your rotors, or rather dip them. So you just take your time, get it all pretty looking. You can see we want to get right up to this rusty part right here. So I'm actually going to take the tape and we get as close to that as I can. It doesn't have to be perfect because if I miss a little bit, it'll be okay back here, but I want it to look good. So I'm going to take the tape and do like a little ring around there. And just kind of go around patch taping it so it all looks good. But once it's all prepped up, we're just going to do really light coats of black. And we picked up 3 cans of just regular black Plastidip. So we're going to do our base coats, at least 3 coats on each wheel, and then glossifier. And we just got 2 cans of that. So for 4 wheels, 3 cans of black, 2 cans of glossifier. We might only use 1. Yeah, we're going to run through all that and see how it looks.
Pretty Not sponsored.
All right, so that little line of dip remover we did around the edge of the rim, the reason why is you can kind of pick at this. And by the way, these are 3 coats of black, and then we use 3 cans of black on the whole car. So start with a super light coat, work your way up. But all you got to do is pick at this a little bit so we can get started. And then you'll see how it just breaks clean coming around here. So then it just comes right off. So now instead of getting stuck and starting to pull up the edge and then it ruins the whole job basically, it'll just come right off super easy. And I don't worry too much about what extra crap is up here because it'll just kind of come off over time. But you can just take your hand and rub it off, it's super easy. But this keeps the rim itself from peeling up, so you can just work your way all the way down and around the wheel. And so for the coats on here, you're gonna do your first light your first coat is gonna be really light, so you want it to be kind of spotty. So don't go heavy at all, or else it'll run, and if it runs, it'll get really easy, or it'll tear super easy, and we don't want that. So go really light on the first coat. You can go a little bit heavier on the second coat, and then for a third and fourth coat, you can go pretty thick. And just make sure it doesn't run, take your time. And then the glossifier stuff, I mean, we had the wheels dry, so that went on, I mean, what did that take us, 5 minutes to do all 4 wheels? Mm-hmm. So we just used up the 2 cans on all 4 wheels. And it turned out pretty good. I mean, it looks pretty nice. And it's not perfect, but for a 2-hour, job in the driveway, I'm very happy with it. Not super picky. But it definitely livens up the whole look of this BMW. As you can kind of see, if you take a step back, the wheels just look way more mean than they do with that kind of ugly chrome. And then we got new wheel caps. So we figured out these just pop right out. The middle right here, they just pop right out. And a new set of 4 is 20 bucks on eBay. So we just ordered those up because you can see, zoom in a little bit, you can see they're all chunked up here and just kind of shitty from salt, chips, whatever. They're peeling a little bit. So easy way to make the wheels look a lot better overall. So Those will be here in a couple days, and until then, looks pretty good. Pretty happy with it. One tool we did use that I forgot to mention, spraying this much Plastidip, gets pretty exhausting, especially using your finger on that little nozzle. So you can take this and it slides, you can see the can slides right into that groove there, so it pops right in, and then it's just a little trigger mechanism that pushes down. And it saves your hands. I mean, you know, you did the other side and it was a lot worse, but it saves your hands. They're like $5 at any auto parts store, just little can things. Yeah, looks pretty good for a 2-hour Plastidip job. I like it.